my foot, brushing along the floor, and there's a space here that welcomes me in, whether or not I'm going up and over, or staying low to the floor. Oh, what's there? What's there? What's there? Yeah, what's there? Yeah. Then my body follows into the space, and then we give it up to gravity. Yeah, falling down, and we do what we just did. I know I'm going to meet Ben, but first of all I'm meeting the floor with my front feet. Can you meeting with Ben? Oh yeah. Should we stir it first? Yeah. Let's just come sit side by side. Yeah. So first, I'll just repeat once more. Just allow yourself to go into listening mode here. You want to wait in a bit. Yeah. You want to wait literally. Yeah, to see what's going to happen, and you want to put a bit of weight in so that I can feel Ben's body and stay connected. We're going to go for a rolling point now, yeah, rolling point of contact up the leg. Here, with this relationship, it may be that it's quite hard work, yeah? Have a little explore for yourself. Is it easier to stay low to the floor? Do you want to come up into a press up? This is probably going to be the hardest way to be if you're kind of like halfway down. It may be that you can stay really quite low. This leg seems to wait a bit. I don't know if you notice, it waits a bit and then kind of finds its way over. It's not so much part of the contact thing. You know, whether it's a pathway along the floor or landing from flying, how do we give something back? How do we continue with a really kind of like giving back our middles so that we're inviting the next continuation that's born of the move before. So here with my hands, just enough to serve that point of contact on hugs. Here I'm opening to the space, and I keep turning it, and I'm listening to hugs, and I keep looking for his middle. Yeah? So we continue butt first, middle first, yeah? Seeking, giving our middles back to our partner. Open to the world, keep going. Yeah, so just listening. Even as I come up here, I'm giving back here, because that supports hugs also. And the side of my head stays on the floor. Okay, I'll do it the same side again so you can see. I'm looking to my side. If you're less flexible here, you might find that direction becomes challenging. In which case you can just open it out a bit. Yeah? Just find where it works for you. Yeah? Just hang out there. And my arms are just relaxing as stabilizers on the floor. So I'm rolling over my shoulder, leading with my feet. Flat. And my legs then pivot round. Reaching with my feet. If I need to, I go more towards it. It'll be easier the more I go. Yeah, you see, I open up this side if I take my feet that way. But we're trying to go down and leading with our feet. Okay. This is it's an interesting place. If you've kind of been doing your press ups, then you might be fine to do that. And we're coming to our middles, yeah? And I'm still leading with my feet. So we can come to the same kind of thing that we were just doing, yeah? And I'm gonna, for this practice, I'm gonna leave my middle behind, so that's an invitation also for you to, then we can come up to standing together, yeah? Just as our continuation, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. So Dorothea can adapt as well, and as we were doing at the start, I'm reaching with my feelers. If you're not so into your push-ups, feel what happens if you kind of do a lazier one, yeah? Kind of finding a balance between draping yourself, yeah? And it may be that the all-four person comes down, but it is nice if they can keep the structure. And here, I'm waiting and listening, yeah, as I continue, yeah. So you can come up to stand, yeah, yeah. So there's a dialogue. Makes the space, and I'm aware of, find that point. Yeah, I'm finding my long surfaces there, yeah, reaching. It's not very far for me to get to my middle, really. Once I've made contact. And then here, I'm opening already, yeah. Once I feel our middles, my weight is going through Dorothea's middle into the floor, I can open with my vision to where I'm going, yeah? To continue. Okay? Yeah? Okay. To the floor and just continue. Okay?
Yeah.
And reach with my head. Okay? Okay, so I'm doing the same backward roll. I come to kneeling. My partner can always adjust, yeah, if it's too far or too near. And I continue. I'm not going to look, yeah, because we just have that communication, yeah. So I come up here, we meet, I unfold, continue, reaching with my hands. And here, there's that conversation about lowering to the floor. Make sure I can see my hands. And here we might wait, yeah. And I go over. Might be that my partner follows over. We're listening. Okay. Yeah. What's happening here? Okay. Have a little go, Keith. And Tim's looking to see where I am, and there'll be a little bit of you meeting me, yeah, but without trying to pull me back the way I came. So I was a bit too far. So here, yeah, there's more of a support, yeah? There's more of a support than I'd anticipated. Okay. And I'm coming down into my sacrum, so there's a moment of lowering my arms, and then I pull over.
So I gave you more support than you...
No, that was great, I want to know that the support's there, yeah? So in fact, before we do anything else, before I go into the handstand, we meet like that, so there's, that same conversation that we'd have here, yeah? The stakes are slightly higher, yeah? You might want to have a mat if you want to feel a bit more safety. So we're there, yeah? I want to know that Tim's going to meet me there, yeah? And it's fine if he pushes me back down the way I came, that's fine, yeah? Okay. So how do I keep it really easy? I suggest for this practice we're not doing this kind of classic like bam bam thing, where we can get a lot of kind of tension into our bodies. We're going to take it really easy. Yeah. Okay. If we want to, we just plant our heads down, make sure we can see our hands. Can you meet me a little bit more, Tim? Yeah? So this is totally fine, yeah? And still, I want to find how do I get my sacrum shelf onto Tim's back, or Tim's sacrum. Okay? And then I lead through my feet. Yeah? Okay? So whichever you feel more comfortable with. If it is painful on top of your head, just use a mat. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that I can hang out here. Yeah. Okay. And we can just feel the possibilities that. Yeah. So Ben can. And you can just hang out a little bit there. My sacrum's just over. You okay there? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I don't need to go over. I can come back. Yeah. Or if you're really feeling it, then it's possible to go over there. Cross. And I'm planting my foot close to Tim. It's going to be the outside leg now. Okay. It does the swing. We want to start synchronizing from a distance. Yeah. We're tuning into each other already here. Tim needs to get into my kind of my walk. So if I'm kind of like, he's going to be like, which isn't ideal, yeah? Okay.
Nice.
So,
Very smooth.
if you're feeling kind of secure and confident, then your arms, as they'll go back the way you came. You want to be close so that your centres are one. Yeah? Yeah, you're meeting centre to centre.
Right.
And can you put me down along the line of the leg that you're putting? Don't have it too close towards the hip because you don't want your partner to be tipping towards their head. Yeah, so you need to be, a little bit up the torso to make sure that the centre of gravity is in the middle. Yeah.
This one round.
So you're gonna go under
Both legs.
Yeah. So I'll just mark it through. So I'm still making my lightness by that and a lift here. It might be a little bit of a spring through my foot. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And it might be that Ben just passes me through. Yeah. And it might be that it circles round a bit. Yeah. This arm needs to go on the outside of Ben's arm, yeah, so that you can get my torso. It's in some ways it's easier because you've got a very clear down to go up coming in, yeah. So I walk in, I turn, and that leg will come up. Okay? Have a look at it. Hand is going to be on the inside of yours now, yeah? Okay. And you're gonna give me your middle, yeah? So you don't need to go there. Yeah, okay. Let's just have a look go. Let's just have a look go with you coming into me. So it's about this meeting conversation. Yeah? It's simple, yeah? Okay? Let's go again. So we're doing the same thing, yeah? And we're meeting, and it just turns out very different. Other arm.